Now, we're also following the latest on a day of upheaval in Israel, one that has seen protests and strikes bring the country to a near standstill. The anger is in response to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's reforms to the judiciary, reforms that could see the government overturn rulings of Israel's top court. Last hour, Netanyahu spoke to his nation in a televised event, explaining his next move in this controversy. Reporter Iris Mackler is following this story for us and joins us now from Jerusalem. Iris, thank you for being on. Break down what Netanyahu had to say.
I think the most important thing he had to say was that he's pausing the judicial reform package. It's been so controversial, months of protests, and then after he fired the defense minister, you know, a level of fury such as I've never seen in all my reporting here. So given the past 24 hours, given the strikes across the board that we've seen, you know, the airport closed, looking at all of that, he said, okay, I'm going to pause this. I'm not halting it. It's a suspension. It's going to give us a breathing space. It's going to give us time to negotiate. And what I'm saying to the nation is I don't want this division in the nation to take us over. I don't want there to be a civil war. He actually used those words. I want us to use this time, he said, to reach some kind of agreement about how we reform the judiciary. And so he's bought himself 3 or 4 months. It's the end of the parliament sits till the end of this week. It takes up again in the summer, and that's when he's hoping to do the negotiations.
What will Netanyahu have to say to appease protesters, and what does it mean for the future of this fragile coalition government?
Yes, I mean, we didn't hear from him since he fired the defense minister last night. Despite all this rage, we didn't hear from him for 24 hours. And that was because he was cobbling together this compromise with his coalition government, the people who really do believe in this reform. They want to overturn they want to change the balance of power. I'm afraid that's as simply as I can put it. They say it will make it more democratic, but he had to persuade those people that this was something that was worth doing. So he's done that. The question is, will it satisfy the protesters? You know, there was a level of anger on the streets last night that I don't think is going to be satisfied just by a simple compromise like this. I think we have to see if they do reach some kind of agreement that might satisfy the protesters. I think the protesters want more. They want a Bill of Rights, they want a constitution, they want the country run differently. And this has given them the idea that they might be able to achieve that.
Hey, Iris Mackler, always wonderful to see you.
Thank you.